Verse 2, the Lord is my rock. He's my fortress, my deliverer. Now, in all of this, He is the Savior, you see. Then He says He's my strength. Again, He said that in verse 1. And He says He's my shield, and He's my horn, and He's my high tower. He's my shield. He protects me. He's my horn. He's my strength, my power. You remember David held on to the horns of the altar. My, how we need to hold on to our God and our Savior. He's our horn, and He's our high tower. That's a good place for protection also, and a good place to get a vision and a perspective of life. Many of us need to go to the high tower, and I'm not talking about a magazine here. I'm talking about God is our high tower. Here are wonderful names for Him. But you know the thing here that interests me a great deal, and maybe you noticed it, is the personal pronoun my. O Lord, my strength. He's my rock. He's my fortress. He's my deliverer, my God. You know, it's one thing to say God is a great strength. God has great power. It's one thing to talk about the attributes of God and say He's omnipotent. My, that sounds big. But the point is this. Can you say He's my strength? It's one thing to say God is a shepherd. David could have said, the Lord is a shepherd, and He is. But it's altogether something else. He's my shepherd. Oh, how different it is to be able to say that. I think I used this illustration the other day. I went out to the airport to meet my wife. She went back to get our little grandson so he wouldn't have to ride in a car all the way across the country. And it was during the holiday season, and well, our little boys and little girls, little folk, some in arms, being carried out. And they're all precious children. I looked at them and smiled, and then all of a sudden, here comes one. He's different, friends. You know why he's different? He's my grandson. There were a lot of grandparents there, and my, how sentimental these old grandparents can become. But there they were, you know, greeting their grandchild. It was wonderful. But there was one of them, he was different for me. And you know why? Because of this little possessive pronoun, my. And can you say today, the Lord is my shepherd? He's my high tower, He's my horn, He's my shield, He's my strength, He's my deliverer, He's my rock, He's my fortress. Can you say that today? He's my